These are the world's 10 most spectacular New Year's Eve celebrations, where midnight becomes pure magic across cultures and traditions. Get ready to explore bucket list destinations from Times Square to Sydney Harbour, a journey through traditions, fireworks, and cultures that turn midnight into pure magic. At number 10, Edinburgh, United Kingdom. In Edinburgh, Hogmanay is more than a party. It's a torchlit journey through centuries of Scottish heritage, where music and fire chase away the old year. £1 equals about $1.25. Affordable luxury here means more for your money without losing an ounce of charm. Expect to spend around $200 a day, covering meals, lodging, and celebration tickets for a front-row seat to Scotland's grand farewell to the year. U.S. travelers can enter visa-free for up to 6 months, making Hogmanay an easy and welcoming winter escape. Late December brings crisp air and occasional snow, perfect for those who love a storybook winter celebration. Edinburgh's compact centre means you can walk almost everywhere. Trams and taxis handle the rest for about $10 a ride. Boutique rooms start around $250 a night, and for a Castle View suite, expect $600 plus the feeling of royal history outside your window. Locals sing Auld Lang Syne at midnight, written by Scottish poet Robert Burns in 1788, the song the whole world sings together. Haggis with neeps and tatties paired with a dram of scotch is Scotland on a plate. Rich, warm, and unforgettable. Fireworks above the castle cap off a 3-day festival with street parties and ceilidh dancing. Proof that Scotland's heart beats in shared joy. At number 9, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. In Rio, Réveillon means millions dressed in white, dancing on Copacabana beach beneath a sky of fire and music that never stops. $1 gets about 5 reais, enough for a caipirinha and a street snack as the samba warms up the night. A $300 daily budget covers 5-star comfort, tropical ease while the rest of the world freezes. Americans can enter visa-free for up to 90 days. Just bring your passport and your sense of rhythm. New Year's in Rio means warm air near 80 degrees and sea breezes carrying the sound of samba late into the night. Rideshares and taxis run all night. $10 to $15 gets you from beach bars to samba clubs. At the Belmont Copacabana Palace, rooms start near $800. Waking to the Atlantic outside your window is worth every reel. Locals toss white flowers to Iemanjá, the sea goddess of prosperity. A wish for good fortune riding on the waves. From grilled skewers to fresh acai bowls, Rio's beach food keeps the celebration alive from sunset to sunrise. At midnight, samba drums rise with the tide. Proof that joy is Rio's most universal language. At number 8, Vienna, Austria. In Vienna, New Year's Eve feels like stepping into an Imperial waltz. Music, chandeliers, and elegance swirling in timeless style. €1 equals about $1.10. Your ticket to culture, coffee, and concert halls that define European grace. Around $250 a day buys refined indulgence. Opera tickets, patisserie desserts, and a glass of sparkling sect at midnight. Americans enjoy a 90-day visa-free stay. Just pack formal wear. Vienna loves to dress for the occasion. December nights hover near freezing. Perfect for carriage rides through streets dusted with snow. The U-Bahn runs late and taxis stay reliable. Safe, swift, and elegant as the city itself, historic ballrooms host galas in Baroque luxury. A suite nearby runs $400 with a view of timeless beauty. The waltz tradition continues under golden chandeliers. A step into a story that never stops spinning. From schnitzel to Sachertorte, every meal in Vienna feels like a slow dance between comfort and sophistication. When midnight strikes, the Blue Danube Waltz fills the streets. A love song to the year ahead. At number 7, Bangkok, Thailand. Bangkok's rooftops glitter above the Chao Phraya, a luxury playground where east meets west under neon and stars. $1 equals about 36 baht, just enough for a market treat or a ride to Skyline bars. Expect $250 a day for 5-star indulgence. infinity pools, cocktails, and views that stretch forever. Visa-free entry for 30 days keeps Thailand as easy to love as it is to visit. Fast smiles and warm welcomes everywhere. The air stays around 80 degrees. Sunsets paint the river gold as December feels like eternal summer. Hop a tuk-tuk for $2 or a riverboat for $4. Bangkok moves to the rhythm of its engines and music. Suites at Labua or Sirocco start around $400. Luxury in the clouds with a view you'll never forget. At midnight, bartenders light sparklers and ring bells for luck. A blend of Thai spirit and Western celebration. Tom yum, satay, and mango sticky rice. Bangkok's flavors are its own fireworks show. When lanterns rise above the river after midnight, the new year feels as light as the flame that carries it. At number 6, Sydney, Australia. Sydney is the first major city to greet the new year. Fireworks echo across the harbor before the world even wakes. $1 buys about $1.50 Australian, enough for a flat white or harbor ferry ride. Plan around $300 a day for comfortable luxury, fine dining, and front-row views of the Harbor Bridge spectacle. Americans can enter with an easy electronic visa. A few clicks and the Pacific welcomes you. It's summer down under, sunny skies, beaches buzzing, temperatures around 80 degrees. Sydney's ferries and trains run late for the celebration. Cheap, safe, and on time to midnight. Luxury harbor suites go for $700. The Opera House glitters right outside your window. Families camp on harbor lawns for 2 days just to watch the show. The world's most patient party guests. Seafood shines here. Grilled barramundi and local wine taste like Australian summer on a plate. The finale paints the sky above the Opera House, an 8-minute spectacle millions watch live. At number 5, Paris, France. In Paris, midnight means romance. Champagne toasts and the Eiffel Tower shimmering like a promise. €1 equals about $1.10, enough to savor the luxury of every moment without counting coins. Expect $350 a day for fine dining, museum walks, and New Year's elegance by the Seine. France welcomes U.S. visitors visa-free for 90 days. Just bring a taste for art and pastries. December in Paris means crisp air and golden light. The city of love wears winter beautifully. The metro runs late on New Year's Eve. Buskers fill tunnels with music as you head to the countdown. 5-star suites with Eiffel views start around $800. Paris isn't cheap, but romance never is. When the Eiffel Tower sparkles at midnight, locals pop champagne and shout "Bonne année." From oysters to foie gras, the French table turns into a midnight celebration of indulgence. The city glows, lovers kiss, and for a moment, the world feels infinite. At number 4, London, United Kingdom. London mixes royal grace with riverfront fireworks. Big Ben strikes 12 as the Thames glitters in celebration. £1 is about $1.25, perfect for tea, toast, and timeless tradition. A $250 daily budget lets you dine well, stay central, and join one of the world's most polished celebrations. Americans enter visa-free for 6 months. London couldn't be easier for a spontaneous holiday. Mild winter air and foggy mornings give the city its storybook look and photos of a lifetime. Black cabs and the tube run late into the night. Quick, safe, and quintessentially British. 5-star hotels overlooking the Thames cost around $600. Luxury with a view of history itself. Big Ben's midnight chime signals the start of the fireworks. The nation times its cheers to the second. Fish and chips with a pint might sound simple, but in London, comfort food is a celebration in itself. When the London Eye erupts in color and light, the Thames becomes a river of joy. At number 3, Dubai, UAE. Dubai defines extravagance. The tallest buildings, brightest fireworks, and a celebration money can barely measure. $1 equals about 3.6 dirhams. Your passport to gold standard luxury and tax-free shopping. Plan $400 a day for 5-star comfort, from sky-high dining to private yacht parties. Electronic visas make entry easy. Dubai welcomes luxury seekers with smiles and speed. Winter here means sunny days around 75 degrees, evenings made for rooftop dinners. From chauffeured cars to driverless taxis, transport is as flawless as the skyline. Suites at 7-star hotels start around $1,500, a night inside modern royalty. Dubai's fireworks share the sky with drone shows, technology and tradition in one spectacle. Shawarma, meze, and Arabic coffee fill the streets with fragrance. Luxury begins with flavor. When the Burj Khalifa erupts in light and flame, it feels like the future being born before your eyes. At number 2, Las Vegas, United States. Las Vegas turns midnight into a symphony of neon and fireworks, the desert city that never sleeps. Here, $100 feels like a ticket to luck. Dollars dance as chips spin under golden lights. A $350 daily budget gets you shows, feasts, and a skyline made of pure spectacle. Domestic travel means no passport, a world-class celebration without crossing oceans. Dry desert air and mild nights keep the party alive from dusk till dawn. Luxury cars, limos, and monorails make moving along the strip effortless and glamorous. Penthouse suites with strip views start near $1,000. Vegas luxury built for legends. When midnight hits, fireworks ignite along the strip in perfect harmony. 10 resorts, 1 show. Steak dinners, celebrity chefs, and champagne fountains. Excess is the language of Las Vegas. As the sky flashes above the sphere, Vegas proves that spectacle is an art form. At number 1, New York City, United States. New York City, the world's most iconic countdown. 1 square, 1 million people, 1 shining ball defining the turn of time. $1 US is home currency here, but every dollar feels bigger in the city that never sleeps. Expect $400 a day for hotels, dining, and a spot in Times Square's electric chaos. Domestic travelers have it easy. No passport, no planning, just pure celebration. Winter wraps the city in silver, snow, steam, and lights reflecting off glass towers. Yellow taxis and subways keep Manhattan moving through the cold. Even at midnight, the city hums. Suites at the Knickerbocker or Marriott Marquis command $1,000 or more for that private window view of history in motion. As the ball drops and confetti rains, the crowd roars, a century-old tradition reborn every year. Lobster and champagne mark the city's most elegant midnight meals, indulgence worthy of the skyline. Times Square explodes with light, sound, and joy. A new year beginning under a storm of dreams. From Dubai's towers to Paris's romance, from Sydney's harbour to Edinburgh's firelight, every celebration tells one story of shared hope. Which one is on your bucket list? Share it in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more journeys around the world. Happy New Year, travelers! May your next countdown shine brighter than ever.